Next problem involves solving a radical. It's a little bit more involved on this one, and we need the whole page to do this. So first, let's isolate the radical. So let's move this 2 over here to this other side to isolate the radical. So I'll have the square root of 2x minus 1 is equal to x minus 2. So let's minus 2 on each side. Okay, now that we've isolated the radical, let's clear the radical by squaring both sides. When we square both sides like that, you see it makes the radical go away, because the square of a radical is just those numbers there. Now this one, we have to multiply it out to figure out what it is. You've got x minus 2 times x minus 2 because it's squared. So let's multiply each term by each term. X times x is x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. Now let's do this term times each term. Negative 2x. And negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. And these two combined can come together. So they come together as negative 4x. So we have our what this is. So let's copy this over here because that's what this squared is. So x squared minus 4x plus 4. So I've copied that over there. Now let's just combine all terms together. Let's move these over there and combine them all together. So minus 2x and then add 1, right? So minus 2x, so this goes away. And then let's add 1 and add 1, so this goes away. So we just have 0 over here is equal to, this is x squared minus 6x plus 5. And now we're all set. And we can solve this any number of ways using last week's material that we learned. I'm going to use just factoring. I'm going to put the x's there. I'm just going to factor this because I know that two terms that make 5 are a 1 and a 5. And if they're both negative, you see negative times a negative gives me positive 5. And negative x minus 5x gives me negative 6x. And these are equal to 0 there. So my answer, see, is flip. I either have a 1 or flip, I have a 5. So I have two possible answers here. But because this is a radical problem, I must check my work. And I must check these answers in the original equation. So I've got to take this original equation and I got to check. I've got to check 2x minus 1 plus 2 is equal to x. So I'm writing it down there. I'm going to do one side and then I'm going to do the other. So I've got square root 2x minus 1 plus 2 equals x. Now here's, you see, this side we're checking for 1. So wherever there's an x here, let's erase and let's put this 1. And here's another x, let's erase it. Let's put a 1. On this side, let's put a 5. So let's put a 5 here, right, to check. Here's another x, let's erase it. Let's put a 5. So I'm checking my work. So over here I've got 2 times 1 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Square root of 1 plus 2 equals 1. Well, the square root of 1 is just 1. 1 plus 2 equals 1. Well, this is a 3 equals 1. Well, that's not right. That doesn't work. Let's look at this one here. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. So I got radical 9 plus 2 equals 5. Well, 9 is a 3 plus 2 equals 5. So see there? 5 equals 5. This one checks good. That one checks. The 1 does not work. So our answer for this problem is 5. you have to check with radical problems. You always have to do this check because one of them will not work usually and one will work.